Namaste, good evening. A very warm welcome to everybody to the Thursday English session of Acharyaji, Timeless Wisdom. I'm Mayura Patel from Gayatri Pariwar, UK, Croydon. We meet here every Thursday for the English reading session based on the books written by Pandit Sharma Acharyaji, the founder of All World Gayatri Pariwar. So, how is everybody? Keeping well, keeping safe, keeping warm. Before we start today's session, let us all do the Gayatri Mantra from wherever you are sitting. Eyes closed, sitting relaxed, both feet touching your ground, hands relaxed in your lap. You let go of all the thoughts in your mind and you just focus on your breath. And you take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. And again. And again, we gently take nice deep breath in and a deep breath out to relax our mind, our body, letting go of all the thoughts. We are going to chant one Gayatri Mantra followed by Guru Vandana. You can join your hands if you wish. Bhurbhuvasvah Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Guru Vandana. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Para Brahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. You gently rub your hands till the heat builds up, and you gently place your hands on your eyes and take a deep breath in and out. You gently open your eyes in the cup of your hands and you take them away when you are ready to bring your concentration back to where you are sitting. A very good evening to everybody who's just joined me here. So lovely to see you all. Good evening. So last week, we started on this book that says The Only Solution to All Our Problems by Pandit Shri Sharma Acharyaji. And last week, we read about what is the righteous way in life. What should we be doing apart from just being born, growing up, studying, getting married, having family, raising children, having a job, being successful in life. Even after all this, what else should we be doing? Knowing the purpose of our life. Today, the topic is the situation needs changing. So what kind of situation is this? Let us find out. It says, over the years, there has been a steep decline in our moral standards. Man today is selfish to the extent he was not at any other time in previous ages, in previous centuries. That is why it is called Kali Yuga, isn't it? Mental evolution should have led to a situation in which man can become more generous to others, even though if he lives a strict life for himself or herself. Now, if that was the situation, then everybody would be content with whatever requirements we have in life. And still, it leaves us, with enough time for other people, for helping. That is what we have all learned in this challenging time, haven't we? In the last over a year almost now, with this pandemic going on around the world. So many people have had so many different types of realizations. So many people have thought of what is really important in life. In March, I had written a blog. I don't know if it is still there. I think it was on the other page, Spirituality for All Facebook page. And on there, I had written a blog when I myself came out of COVID at the time, and when we had our first lockdown, that don't we all think that this is the call of nature? That the divine is not really happy with the way humankind is in today's day and age. And this realization has come to so many people. So many people are talking about this. The spiritual aspect of how we can look at our lives now after the pandemic. And this is exactly what is being said here in this article, which was written so many years ago, perhaps in 1990s, and we are in 2021 today. So further, P P Gurudev says, any society where such an attitude prevails would be prosperous and peaceful. If we all just continue to be as helpful as we have been to each other around the globe, so many people have come forward to help so many different people in so many different ways that one can think of. If that attitude prevails, our society would be more peaceful and prosperous. Before the pandemic, wouldn't you agree that our society was more dominated by self-interest? And hence there was prevailing of vices, exploitations, and so much of social unrest everywhere. Where such devilish trends have an upper hand, the whole atmosphere gets more and more vicious. Heaven and hell both exist here. That reminds me, somebody asked me a question that, Mayurabhen, is there a heaven and hell? We all grew up made to think that be good, do good, otherwise you go in hell. Good people go to heaven. And even now so many people say, good people go to heaven. Is there really heaven and hell? What do you think? Heaven and hell is here. We can make our own life a heaven and we can make our own life a hell by our own attitude and thinking, or becoming the victims of such situation, whichever the case is. But it is to do with the quality of thoughts of people and the quality of lives of people. And hence, spiritual wisdom is so much necessary than ever before. So many people are turning to spirituality these days. Not only just by meditating or fasting or just chanting God's name, but reforming our own character is the real spirituality. Bringing about a change in our own self is spirituality. And really that makes us very strong, emotionally very strong. So heaven and hell both exist here. And that reminds me to share one thing with you all. That I do very strongly believe that there is a soul world up there. Definitely. Where we think that angels reside, our guides, our spirit guides reside. But I was more convinced of this when I read the works and the books written by Dr. Michael Newton. And those who have attended my spiritual sessions before on Zoom or anywhere else, you would have definitely have heard me mention about Dr. Michael Newton. He has done some incredible work on finding out that life exists beyond death. And yes, Hindus do believe in reincarnation, that a soul never dies. The body perishes, but the soul never dies. He has done over 2,000 case studies, and in his books, the 3 books, The Journey of Soul, The Destiny of Soul, and Lives Between Lives, they are such super books to read. If you can get hold of them, I would really urge you to read those books, whether or not you want to believe or not, but at least read them once. They are so interesting, especially if you go through all the examples that are given in those books of all his not all his case studies, but some of his key case studies that he's mentioned in there are really, really eye-opening of how life exists beyond death, how we prepare ourselves to leave this body, what happens when we leave this body, where do we go, and how do we prepare ourselves to come back again in another body. And hence there are the 3 books. The journey of soul is when the soul is preparing itself to leave the body. And then what happens after? Life between lives is when the soul is in the soul world. And I don't want to give away everything here because it will be interesting for you to read these books if you can find them. And what happens to a soul in the soul world? How is it received? Who receives the soul? Who the soul is met by? What happens with the guide? And then, when the soul is ready to reincarnate, to come into another body, how does it prepare itself to go into another body is very, very interesting. And that is the destiny of soul. And this has nothing to do with any religion. Dr. Michael Newton is not a Hindu. Likewise, there are many other books that might have come in the market written by some other authors. But his work has been extremely outstanding. And it's so interesting to read those books. And then we are convinced that when our loved one passes away, that we don't completely lose them, that they can stay connected. There are so many other different theories that are prevailing around. Some people say you should not remember people who passed away again, let them be on their journey. Some people say, oh, they go into another body straight away. But if you want to rule out all these different theories that are prevailing, if you read some authentic work done by some great people in this world, it is like answering questions in your mind, no matter who you are. Whether you are a Hindu or a Sikh or a Christian or a Muslim, it doesn't matter. Do we ever think that when the soul is out of the body, does it have any name? No. Does it have any gender? No. Does it have any religion? No. Then it is just a soul, Atma. If you find the books and if you read them and if you find them interesting, please do come back to me and share with me how you felt reading those books. So that was something I wanted to share here with you all. That let's not be in a wrong dilemma that there is heaven and hell somewhere else. Heaven and hell are just here. Up there is only just a soul world. Beyond the stars, beyond the galaxy. So what is heaven here? Our inner peace, our wisdom, all the virtues that we possess. How we handle our life, how we handle our challenging situations, how we come out of them, how best we make use of our time here is heaven. If you make good use of it, then it's a heaven for us. If we don't make good use of it, then it's a hell for us. So heaven and hell are here. The limit for righteous conduct is that we all pursue goals that are necessary for provision of material good essential for our necessities, and only for what we need. See, in Western countries particularly, there is a lot of attachment to money, there is a lot of attachment to success, there is a lot of attachment to being the best than the rest. That puts everyone in the race of life. See, today, here, we have to make time to go and see our loved ones. We have to ring them before we go. We have to make arrangements. We have to fix a time and a date, etc. Because everybody is working, everybody is busy, life is so fast. And I come from a country and I come from a time, not only just country but time. I come from a time where I can just go to my uncle's house, my auntie's house, my cousins. I can just go to my friends. We never called each other and we never made any appointments. We never arranged anything. We just popped in. My friends just popped in to see me. Even if my parents were at home. And my mom was always at home when my friends came to see me. Parents were a part of my friends. And likewise, when I go to their house, I socialize with their parents. They become uncles and aunties. Some of those beautiful uncles and aunties are still there. They are on my Facebook now. How nice. But here, it's different. Very different. And so the warmth in the friendships, the warmth in the relationships goes away, thrown out, disappears. People used to just be there for each other, even for strangers on the road. In Western countries, people are even scared of helping someone on the road, just in case if there would be any adverse consequences. So times have changed so much. Societies are different. Countries are different. And because of this, the lack in the quality of relationships, friendships, connections, the individual and society both are entangled in problems and difficulties. The only way out of this conflict is that idealism is accepted as something worth practicing. Ideals, virtues. And it is not enough that ideals are only debated or just talked about. In principle, they have to be translated by way of practice in our day-to-day conduct, and then alone they become meaningful. This is the prime need of our. This is the prime need of our. And only then the situation can be changed. We need to become less selfish. We need to run less after money. We need to be more compassionate, more helpful, more giving, just like the way everyone has been, or a lot of people have been during this pandemic year, and are still helping, are still continuing to help. And it is so beautiful to see that, the way people have come out to help each other. If only that can continue. If only that can become a way of life for everybody, a part of our life on a regular basis, not just by donating money. When we embrace virtues, when we embrace the spiritual qualities, then we can invite heaven for ourselves. A small experience I can share with you. How I got connected with Gayatri Pariwar. I've always been an ardent devotee of Mother Gayatri from a very young age, from the age of 16, 17. But I can tell you with conviction that praying, going to temples, doing rituals is something completely different than knowing the spiritual path, being on the spiritual path. It is a completely different awakening. It is a completely different direction in life. And more beautiful experiences. But most of all, it is life-changing energy. Completely new energy within us. And that only one can experience when one has adopted that, chosen that path, and tries to practice consciously what we read, what we understand, what we hear. Not just reading, knowing, yes, I know this, oh yeah, I've heard of that, oh, I know of this, but not actually practicing within ourselves. So when we change, everything around us changes, is a slogan I had read. There was a huge program of Gayatri Pariwar somewhere in North London, and my very, very good friend, if she is watching this video, she will know who I'm talking about. We both had gone there as volunteers, and somewhere on a banner I read, when we change, everything around us changes, and that caught my attention. And after that volunteering opportunity, one thing led to another, and I was very happy that, being an ardent devotee of Mother Gayatri, I had no idea that Gayatri Pariwar existed in UK. So that was just a small experience I wanted to share with you all. So it is a time to change. If everybody says, oh, I don't need to change, she can change, he can change, they can change, then nobody will change. But if we change just for our own self and make our own life better, then everybody who comes in contact with us will feel the aura. The word aura reminds me that somebody has asked me a question, what is aura? So my viewer who is watching the video, I hope that you will take the answer from here. Aura is a magnetic field around us. So this is our physical body, then we have astral body, and then we have causal body. The astral body is the connection between our physical and our spiritual world. Astral is our emotions, our thoughts, our feelings, that is all astral. Physical is eating, drinking, sleeping, whatever we do with the physical body. So that's the physical. Now, we have the chakras. So if you have attended my meditation chakra meditation series, you would know what I'm talking about. The chakra meditation on our 7 chakras. And we have this electromagnetic field around us. So the simplest way to understand that would be, for those who are not meditating or who don't know anything about chakra meditation, is that when we go somewhere and if somebody doesn't like us, we get that feeling, don't we, that I think that person doesn't like me. Or when we go somewhere and we are welcomed with open arms, people are very happy and they are very nice to us, we feel very nice, don't we? Because it is our aura and their aura that talk to each other first. So when we have that sixth sense, when we feel that somebody likes us or doesn't like us, that is from the electromagnetic field that we pick up. We carry this energy with us everywhere we go. Even if it is our own self and we go somewhere and we are not happy, people around us will feel that something's wrong. People will ask, are you okay? You don't look very good. You don't look very happy. How do you think that they find out? It's because of the energy that we carry with us. So through our electromagnetic field, our aura communicates with other people and their aura communicates with us. And some people just don't bother. Even if somebody is not well, they won't bother ask. Even if somebody is not in a good mood, or even if somebody is sad, they would just let them be. That's ignorance. And this is what this article is all about. that Pariwar Gurudev is saying that we need to be more compassionate towards each other. Yes, sometimes we can't be compassionate to everybody in our life because you may have a history, you may have a past history, but at least we can do our best. Wherever we go, whatever we do, and whoever with we are. I hope you find this talk useful today. I don't keep a watch on time because when I'm talking, I can't see the time on the phone and it's difficult to say how long it has been. But it's been roughly about 35 to 40 minutes. I hope you are finding these talks useful. I would like to sincerely thank to those who have written to me and to those who have said that they find the sessions useful. It is good to know that some people are finding these sessions useful. I'm doing this session because I'm very passionate about spirituality. I'm very passionate about Gayatri mantra, and it has helped me tremendously. And I think that people who don't know this side of the knowledge that is available are really missing out a lot. And I don't want others to miss out on this. So this is just a small, humble effort from me to make this available to whoever are interested and ready to listen or to read or to practice, which is why I do meditation sessions, spirituality sessions, readings. Pariwar Gurudev has written 3,200 books that nobody till now has written in this world. So many, 3,200. And he has covered every topic on mankind that you can think of under the sky. And I personally find them very useful. And hence I'm here to share them, to take his work forward, to give a chance to other people to benefit from this. Stay well, all. Stay blessed. Sunday will be the Gujarati session with Gujarati reading. I hope you all are meditating. I hope you all are practicing. If you'd like me to do chakra meditation again, please let me know. But otherwise, you can go on YouTube and you can just type in Mayura Patel and you might see a lot of my videos that I've made during these lockdowns, starting from May till now. If there is anything else that you would like to see or be discussed here, because every week there will be always a different topic, something very different, something that is to do with our own life, something that is more practical, something that we can put to use in our day-to-day interactions in life with whoever. Please let me know. if there is anything in particular you would like to know or you would like me to talk about. Till then, lovely to see you all. Thank you everybody who joined here today. I'm so grateful for your love and support. Thank you. When you join here, when you watch the videos, it inspires me to do more. And it makes me happy. And I hope that you're finding them useful. So for those who missed chanting the Gayatri mantra in the beginning, let's do one Gayatri mantra. That is how I would like to end the session today. So if you are sitting, then you can sit relaxed, spine up, shoulders relaxed, hands in your lap, eyes closed, a gentle smile on your face. Let go of all the thoughts. Take a deep breath in and out. We take a deep breath in. We say Om. At the end, and before that, we say Gayatri mantra. Om Bhur Bhuvasvaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Thank you, everybody. Take care. See you again, either on Sunday or next Thursday. Namaste.